Well, hey everybody, it's me Jermaine and I'm back with another Simple Truth update. And I think I'm going to call this one Cold Weather Part 2. And the reason I'm going to call it that is because of the fact that when I spoke to you previously, I was telling you about the situation with weather manipulation and the things that are going on and how it is affected, how the weather is affected by the things that go on. The big concern last week around this time was that the weather was going to be so bad and it was going to be so horrible for the Super Bowl. And then all of a sudden, the Super Bowl was 10 to 15 degrees warmer than it normally is. Things that just make you say, and make you wonder. Because the week prior to the Super Bowl, the weather was so horrible. Then the Super Bowl itself happens and it goes on without a hitch. And then you have this latest blast that just hit us overnight where we have yet another 6 to 8 inches dumped all at one time. Now, I do my best to not fall into the habit of just speaking out of the side of my neck or just saying things for the sake of saying things. But if you look at the weather patterns that we've been having with this cold winter weather. Now, I do realize living in the Midwest, it is supposed to be cold during the wintertime. Bear with me, I'm paying attention because people are out here driving and turning corners on a dime, and we've got 6 to 8 inches of snow out here. Now, it's not snowing right now, but people are driving as though the ground is just perfect. But when you see these things happen and you see these patterns begin to develop, you have to ask yourself the question, what in the heck is going on? Why is it that the weather is so much worse than what it has been in the sense of outside the norms? In areas where it is warm, it's warmer than usual. Some areas that are warm have experienced record cold temperatures. Then you've had situations where they're having droughts like out in the Southwest, and it just really begs the question, what in the heck is going on? Maybe it's global warming. But the whole point of things is that we need to be aware of our circumstances. We need to be aware of what's going on around us, and not just think about it as being whatever. But we really and truly need to pay close attention to the things that are happening. As my pastor, Pastor Dow, and Pastor Joe Fox always tell us, with these type of situations that is happening with the weather, people, you better start buying food. You better start having water, because all it's going to take is one of these cold weather blasts and the store shelves are going to be barren. Then what are you going to do? How are you going to feed your family? How are you going to take care of those that you're responsible for? But I know that how that's answered by most today is they're not responsible for the families in the first place. So it doesn't make a difference if the weather gets cold or weather's not cold. They're not responsible for. But for those that are responsible, those that are, for a lack of better terms, manning up, what are you going to do? You better pay attention, especially to this cold weather of what's going on, so that you will not be caught unaware. This has been the simple truth. And as I always tell you, it's the simple things that are oftentimes the most profound, but yet they're the most difficult to put into practice and to actually do. I want to thank you for joining me on this episode, and I'll be sure to see you, and you again on another episode real soon. Take care.